Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, welcome to another special edition and a special episode. We have Maropeng, Jackson, Malachi, Shokan. We're gonna come to why do you have so many names, and some of these names seem like they are surnames.
Yeah.
I think Malachi and Shokani, those are surnames, right?
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah. So we're gonna get to that to find out why do you have two surnames.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, but it's unusual for
a guy
to carry two surnames. So,
yeah,
man, you are like a serial entrepreneur, and a lot of people might not know this. I was looking at your profile, man. There's a lot of things to count here. You say you're the general manager at Easyman Transport and Services, the chairperson at Capricorn Meter Taxi Association, manager at Bimbo Authentic Wear, founder, producer, and editor at Dulafasi TV. We're gonna get to that. Founder and producer at High 5 FM. Is it how you call it? High.
Yeah, just High.
High 5 FM.
Yeah.
And you also a former car driver at Say Magic Manufacturing, former operations supervisor at JDJ Concrete Pumps, former delivery truck driver at Lawrence Logistics. Studied Transport Education Training Authority, and also studied at what is this? Gijimo Tourism Academy.
Yeah.
And that's how they pronounce it.
Yeah, Gijimo, yeah.
Oh, Gijimo.
Gijimo.
I said Gijimo. Gijimo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when did you start being a driver? What do you call a meter taxi driver?
Meter taxi driver.
Yeah.
Before I went into, let's say, public driving space, I was a truck driver, as you read the profile there, and then after that I lost my work. Then I have to come down, look for a job. Then I got.
You lost your job?
Yeah,
what did they fire you?
Truck driver there. Yeah, there was some complications there.
What,
then,
did you steal something? Because truck drivers. And the merchandise, the goods in the truck. You get tempted and you take some stuff and you
sometimes
sell
there
it.
is extra stuff in the truck. Then it happens that we can just sell it to a random people until I sell it to the wrong person. So that day I sell it to the police where they just, you know what, we're taking this one in because we have the evidence in our heads. Then I was done. Then unfortunately I was young, and then I had two options that I can take. Is either I want to pursue the case so I can come back and claim for my UIF and what, or I resign with immediate effect. And then I looked at, I was still young, I still have a lot of potential and opportunity. What I did is I just take the opportunity to say I resign. I cannot go to.
Oh, so they gave you an ultimatum. So basically you were going to jail.
Yeah.
And you are losing your job at the same time, or you voluntarily resign.
Yeah.
Did they say that you must bring back the money or the things you sold?
Yeah, the thing is like, if you resign, it means we're not going to pay you for this month. And imagine that thing when they caught me right-handed at the month end when I was supposed to get paid.
So do you think the policeman was a trap, or you just had like a bad deal?
Yeah, it was a trap because those guys were private investigator. Yeah, so it's their job to go hunt for the loopholes of the companies, and you know how they work.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were a truck driver, you lost your job because you were mischievous, you stole something, but you were young. How old were you then?
I think I was 23 to 24, yeah.
Oh, 23, 24.
Yeah.
Was that your first job as a truck driver?
Yeah, no, it was not my first. I think it was my second job.
Sure.
Yeah, because I did work for concrete pumps as well. Then I did work for logistics. It was also retail. So I did two jobs in the retail and one in the construction. Then that's why I come back home.
Yeah. So what did you learn from that situation?
Yeah, I've learned so much. Like, even if maybe they mistakenly giving you extra, just return it back. You know what I'm saying? It might be a trap for some of the companies to get you fired.
Okay.
Because now there's no job. People, they've been working for many years. They're looking forward for their pension fund, so they can trap you anyhow. So that thing just taught me, okay, they can trap you anyhow, so you can lose all your benefit that you worked for many years.
Oh, so wa feel hore mo na
It was, yeah.
wa khawatega blind.
Yeah, then I have to come back home. My
Yeah.
uncle, from my father's relative, and then over taxi. Then that's where it's like, okay, since you have experience from Johannesburg, here is a taxi.
Sure.
Yeah, then I roll with him for 2 years in the taxi industry.
Sure.
Locally here in Polokwane, Gapane, Giyane.
Yeah. Okay, so you started driving taxis.
Yeah, then I started there. So with the love of the commuters in the taxi, that is where I developed the love of transporting people, because I can convince 16 people to ride in my taxi. And that time, the new taxi Quantum was introduced in 2009. It was starting to be popular.
Sure.
And then mine, I was just driving Super T.
Sure.
But the love of the people were the life of my taxi. I was like,
Oh, so but would never when the quantum started coming and being introduced, but thoma wa rata di quantum ba sanyo go namela di super T.
Super T le di CI, yabo.
Sure.
And then another time, the driver CI.
Yeah.
CI, if some of the people, they don't know Super T. Yeah. But from then, I start seeing, or man, I can give so much people hope, and they like how I drive and my style. Then I developed that love to drive people. Then I went to the meter taxi with the idea of owning my own company one day.
Okay.
Where I can drive until one day I want to drive the president.
So how did you get into the meter taxi business?
Okay, no, that was easy, because there was a company here in Polokwane. I just sent my CV there, and then they were looking for driver, and I also spoke to 1 or 2 drivers for recommendation. And
Sure.
then that is where I got the job at Cape for You first. Then I worked for Cape for You from 2011
Sure.
towards, I remember it was towards December there. Then I started with them. At the same time, I already registered my business as a shuttle driver or a private hire driver on the other side. Normally, I was even calling myself just the chauffeur driver. Yeah.
Wasn't that conflict of interest though?
Yeah, but the thing is, I needed the experience first. I didn't have a car, and so I thought, maybe should I work for this person, and then if I get the customers that are contacting me directly, then I can also service them with his car and his service. So it was very easy for me. Then I worked for him, I think, for almost 2 years as well, while I'm busy building my brand.
Sure.
And then until then, in 2013, that is where I started my own brand, Easyman Transport and Services. Then I started dividing the business.
Sure.
Like Easyman Transport and Services, now we're going to start with the cabs, because we are already in the cab business. Then
Yeah.
we said this one is going to be Easy Cab Shuttle Polokwane. And then now we rolled for almost 9 years. It's 9 years up to now. And then we divide it again. We take from Easyman Transport and Services, we divide it to Easy Bakis Couriers Polokwane. So now Easyman Transport and Services, it has 2 divisions.
Sure.
The courier service and the shuttle service.
Sure.
Yeah, that is where we are.
So
now.
you started with the shuttle service.
Yeah.
And then you moved to Korea.
Now we're moving to the courier services, because the shuttle service is well known, and then it's the top rated shuttle service here in the province, and is also rating amongst the highest shuttle service and travel services in South Africa.
So when you left that other company, how do you get your own car now? How do you get your own vehicles to service your clients?
Remember, I went there with a drive. I went there with a motive. I went there, I went there with a goal.
You were intentional with what you were doing.
Yeah. Then I have to save money. And I remember I have to borrow a vehicle from my friend, and I use it for a certain time and then return it back. That is where I start getting my own cars that I can own. Then from there, then I was able, but my car was old. Remember, if the car is old and then you have a corporate customer, then I'll go to the car rentals that is known at the airport. Then I rent that car, do the service and return it back and
Yeah.
then I take my scrap back to the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what the
Scrap
game was
no na
about.
mechare, naga scrap.
You know,
So your
it
most
you know,
prominent clients, you were
yeah.
taking them with the car you
the
rented from
price,
the yeah.
price can talk. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
The thing is, we have a different rates, and then you can't say I want Mercedes Benz, but you want to pay maybe less than 100 rand. I mean,
Sure.
when you start talking executive, then we have to come and impress you with the executive, and the amount will be
Sure.
equivalent to your executive.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what was your old skorokoro, your jalo? What were you driving, man?
Yeah.
What was your old skorokoro?
You know, I've driven a lot of vehicles. I remember we started with the tears from Cape for You, and they take their tears, then we get our own tears, and then after tears we had another tears. From there we had a Corolla, the old Corolla with a div. I don't know if people know that one. We used to call it Baby Cressida or something.
Sure.
Yeah. Then we had that one while we busy coming up and up and up and up. Yeah, until we
Okay.
start owning the Corolla Quest, the Nissan Ichanu and so.
Okay.
Whatever.
And
Yeah.
how much was it? How much was your first car?
To buy it.
Yeah.
You
Your
mean-
skorokoro.
I think the first one I got for 28,000 rand because it was something that was packed behind the someone's house
Yeah.
on the bricks. Then I like, no, this one can work for me.
Sure.
Because for the start, I didn't think I need funding for this. This
Sure.
thing is the idea that it has to fund itself.
Sure.
So I don't need any money from anyone.
So you worked, you saved money,
Yeah.
you saw the car, 28K,
Yeah. And
you
then
bought it cash.
I bought it.
What was
cash.
the problem with the car that you needed to fix? What is it that you needed to
No,
fix?
I said I have to start with the engine. I have to start with everything, the tires. I have to fix everything on that car.
And how much did it cost you?
28,000.
28,000.
The tires, yeah.
So how did you get it? Where did you buy it?
No, actually, I spoke to one of the friends who happens to have that vehicle, and then we put it behind these walls. That's why I asked him, no, man, can I use your vehicle, and then I'll pay you. Yeah, I'll pay you while the vehicle is moving and so. And then that was the deal. One. Yeah, then that's how we rolled. And then until one day I have to take it back, say, no, man, take your vehicle back. I think it has helped me so far. Instead of owning it, I have to return it back, say, no, man, that was a startup. That's not meant for ownership. It's a startup.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. And then now you're already in the business.
Yeah.
You are operating and your business starts growing. So how many cars did you have now when you started seeing there's money coming in, the business is growing, and now can even open an office? What was happening at that time?
Oh, yeah. Let me say in 2015, when my business was start growing and booming, what I did is I recruited most of the guys here in town who were also in the meter taxi business. I say, my guys, let's make a group. Let's form a group. Bring your own cars, and then I will allocate the business with you. And then that time, because I have an office, and then we're gonna have some assistant in the office, so we have to pay them. So I'm gonna need you to pay a certain fee every month, so we can run this together. Because now the business is no longer the one that I can handle alone individually. Now it needs a group of individuals now.
So when you say you are recruiting people, so these people, they come with their own cars?
Yeah, they were already in the field.
Sure.
So it's just to group them into one group. Like even now, I still have a group that has cars. I think we are 10 now in that group. But in 2015, the group was saving around 20 plus of the members. And then we branded the vehicle with my brand.
Okay, yeah.
Then that time we make sure that no one is coming to take over Polokwane. We are taking over Polokwane.
But what are you benefiting? What is it that you are getting from grouping these people? Because it seems like it's your bold kind of an approach, your Uber kind of an approach.
Yeah, that time we have a certain fee that they can pay to the office. And then, which means I'm no longer paying office from my own pocket. I'm no longer paying for the telephone, for the radios. I'm no longer paying the lady at the office and so. So the fee that everyone is contributing towards the brand, it was meant for all the logistic of the company. That is where I was seeing the progress.
So you branded these taxis, ne?
Yeah.
These cars. So basically, what you were selling your brand because your brand is known for providing quality service.
Exactly.
But you did not own any cars.
No, I think I had around two cars that I own. I had 2 drivers, including me. Let me say 3 drivers, including me.
Sure.
Then the rest out of that 21, it was a group of individuals.
Of individuals.
Yeah, because they were doing whatever they want to do at their own time. But we came together to make sure that we push the brand.
Yes.
Yeah, and we give the quality. We have the meetings regularly to workshop each other to say this is how we have to do this business.
So, but didn't you have similar challenges that the Uber and Bolts are having? Someone claiming that maybe the driver mistreated them or tried to harass them and such things. So the issues, the kind of issues that we are having with the new model of meter taxis and stuff.
No, even now I don't have that problem. Even before, when I recruit the guys, I did a very good selection of the guys because I already know them face to face, so I know whom to work with at that time.
Okay.
That's why I've never met any challenges. I think these other ones that are providing services similar to what we do is because they recruit people without meeting them. Their behavior, how they do. Remember, if I'm saying I started meter tax in 2011 at the end of it, and then in 2015 my brand was growing. So which means I have 4 years knowing these guys that I've grouped together.
Sure.
So I've selected those ones that I know that they have a best behavior towards this certain operation.
Go tshwana o kgethile ba ile go reng ge wena o se available o bo kgona go referela di clients mo go bona.
Yeah,
And then bona ba ba tšea di client tše le gore di romile ko wena ba rometše ko
Yeah,
wena.
same thing that Bolt is doing, but we were doing it manually.
Yeah.
Yeah, not digitally.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So before this digital migration, you were doing it manually and it was under control and you did not have any challenges.
No.
And the guys were charging according to the prices that you guys agreed on, and you were not taking any percentages from them. They were just paying only what? Administration.
Yeah, they only know that every month there is a certain fee that they must pay. That's all.
That's it.
Yeah, but they know they have to keep the standard going. They have to make money, and everyone was making a living. If I was calculating one day in the meeting, then where I have to give the background of the business when we have our annual meeting. If I remember, each car out of that 21 was making around 800 rand as a profit after the petrols every day. So we work every day. You see, for 365 days we are online, which out of that 21, here in Polokwane, the revenue was enough. So we were going around plus minus 5 million to 6 million rand of the revenue that we were collecting in this city. Because if out of that...
Annually, right?
Yes, annually. Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
But we divide it.
Yes.
Because that was around 800 rand as a take home.
Sure.
In 21 vehicles
that
are in operation. If we check with everyone, as the director, I'm asking, how much did we make? They were telling me 800 upwards. But I just go, okay, let me calculate it, let me round it around 800 rand.
Sure.
I was sharing the good news with them.
Yeah.
I think that is what also caused the problem amongst us. The people thought it's the money that I made. I was just showing how much one is doing annually.
Sure, one person.
Yeah. It's around 250,000 rand.
Sure.
I'm talking about one vehicle. Well, you see what I'm saying? So when you tell that people and they don't see that money in their account, they start feeling like it means you are taking this money. I mean, this is we
And
just
it's just projections.
Yeah, we calculate the projections
It's not like
through
it's not even
transactions.
Through transactions.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
yeah. It's just like how much do you make a day?
Yeah.
Then you tell me, and I ask the second person, the third, 1, 2, 3. So I sit
You make
down.
assumptions and estimations.
Yeah. Then I say, this is the revenue
Yeah.
that we are collecting within this city.
Sure. So, but then now, we've seen that your Ubers and your Bolt and this modern digital taxi industry, meter taxis, they've had challenges with probably the challenges with the taxi driver.
Yeah.
So when I was about the challenges with the taxi driver, I was about to kidnap nyana. So
No. Sangara about the challenges. Even today, I can tell you Sangara about the problem with the taxi operators and even because the thing is you must have a discipline. Obereka ka phone. Sometimes you don't even need a parking.
sure.
You just need to relax somewhere you see that is too convenient for you to be in the central. You don't need a parking where you have to fight for the spot. And then you go to the shore to pick up a person, bring them back to town.
Sure.
So even if you see people hiking, that is those people, they didn't call you. They are waiting for their taxis. So you pass them. You go alone there, you pick up your person, you come back with. Then you'll never have a problem.
Sure.
But once you start or when only meter taxi or only Uber Mara, how yet if we want to go collecting people most right, and then you're gonna have a problem.
Sure.
Because now the business jaba twabao.
So what are le ke phela ke kwa ba baya ba re o gotse motho a ba founela a le ka ranking, and then normally you'd find or the taxi driver a dirat really ka le collector batho ka ranking. Is that one of the issues maybe jelo ringi o sa lo adi ko ba tlhakana le tsone?
Yeah, sometimes it cause like the behavior, the bad behavior of the customer. Anamele taxi, I want to satale, a phone, a phone, are it on latte, taxi tale kai. Then it's said when only taxi driver also after maybe if about 3 or 4 it's on my, and then someone's coming out of that taxi, and the next thing here's the car that is picking him up. You know, personally it will hurt you or mara. How come motho tlolata motho mo cause motho tswa le ka mara taxi, and that person maybe that time would do my 2 hours. Then I decided the last minutes or no. Na ke nyoko fa. Hawa. When o tlo fita kwa molata, you don't know go dirileng between yena le those people ba go rinking.
Sure.
Then it can put you in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me now, when they started introducing Taxify before they call it Bolt now.
Yeah.
Were you invited as a group of people before you started the organization? Because I believe the Capricorn Meter Taxi Association started after everything else.
Yeah.
So
It's
when
cap.
yeah,
Yeah.
when Bolt started coming, what were like so what was happening in your head when they started introducing this thing?
Remember the idea after no group of those group of individuals into one group. The idea was to make sure that we have to control the influx. We have to control the market. And then when we heard that there is a meeting, I think one of our guys came with the invitation that there is this meeting that we must go and attend of Bolt that is coming to Polokwane's Taxify what. Then I said, because that was not something that was sent to our office professionally, but I'll attend as an individual just to listen to what is going to happen here. Yeah, and then I went to the meeting. And how they facilitate Taxify, I thought this is not what I'm going to join.
So when you never subscribed to
No, because
to
at
Taxify
first,
then, before it became
No.
Bolt, yeah.
and I remember afterwards I did try it for 3 months. I said, no, this thing is not going to work for us.
What were the problems? What were the challenges?
Remember
we're talking about when it started. We're
Yeah.
not talking about the challenges that are happening
after
now. Yeah.
yeah Obana agree, like we know how much revenue we're collecting in the city, and then here comes the new way of digitalizing what we are doing. Mara or what or man. So in case grow our businesses, if maybe this is how much we're going to collect from these people, this is on sorry graduate ro fixa dikoloi ka eng ro patela dikoloi ka eng installment. There are demands there. I want to know it's not going to work. It's not going to work for us. Yeah, but
So now you decided, or okay, I'm gonna put it on trial for 3 months and test if
yeah.
ka mokgwa ke naganang gore e tlo bereka ka gona e ka se bereke, and then
Yeah.
you
And-
proved it.
And I proved it wrong.
Okay, so what was the difference?
The difference is
Let's talk about the money.
the price.
Yeah.
The price different doesn't range to the income that one can generate from that. Let me say this industry that we are in. Yeah.
So-
So way less, way less.
It was way less.
Yeah.
So let's say if you were making 800 a day, how much were you losing when you joined Bolt?
Yo, I was losing a lot of money because remember, Bolt can give you 900, but in that 900, you're going to put a fuel.
Yeah.
Me, I'm talking about 800 after fuel and cost for that day. So, when I say business, people are dealing with the cost and variables. So, we have to see or how much this money can cost me. If I'm saying it's 120 rand from Polokwane City to Sesheo, and then in that 160 is 60 for me to go with you, and then another 60 for me to come back to my station, which is a central, is a city. Even if someone is calling me from Sesheo and say, come and pick me up, I made Sesheo, I want to come to the city. The amount that we already come up with, that we regulated ourselves, is including that trip to go there. Now, those ones, they come up with a system saying, if we go to Seshego, we'll definitely give you another customer at Seshego that is coming back to town. And then if you are in Seshego for 2 hours and no one is coming back to town, it means you're coming alone. And you're losing that 60 that we include as a meter takes. That come khona re bone ga ntwe ka se re berekela. Then that's why bona batho ba lo rekile re berekile le bona mereko meter taxi, they are not interested in Bolt or Taxify.
So, okay, but when they're not interested.
No.
Everyone else is outside of the people that you worked with.
Imagine from the revenue that we used to collect over 5 million, really 21. Now this one is coming with his 100,000 drivers in this city. So you can see, or maybe one is going to go home at the annually with maybe less than 100,000. If you divide 100,000, including fuels and everything, you're left with nothing.
So, Mpuche Mo Kibiano, how did that introduction of Bolt affect your business? Did you lose some clients? Did your revenue go down and low?
Yeah, truly speaking, it had impact locally.
Sure.
Yeah, locally it had impact very.
So you never recovered?
No, not even now. Even now, we've never recovered from our local customers who used to call us. We only have left with the regulars.
Sure.
Or we only cater for those ones who experience
Bad service.
bad behavior or bad service from the digital market back to us.
Sure.
But now it's difficult now in this shuttle business. Very difficult.
So you just have a few private clients, few regular clients.
Yeah. Now it's difficult.
But did it also affect the pricing? How you price?
And how we price? Yeah. Then that is the problem. That's the biggest challenge that we are facing now. But we are busy refining.
Yeah.
And we're gonna come back with something big as well.
Yeah. How are you refining? What is the plan?
So the plan is actually, let me take you to, let's jump to the SIMTA now. We come up with the idea, and also as the chairperson there and the founder of SIMTA, then we now want to come together, all of us, not the ones that want to join EasyCare, because some will say, no, we can't join individual. Now that's why we formed SIMTA, Capricorn Meter Taxi Association. Come, let's do this together. After we have more members in SIMTA, then we're going to have our own app that we own, that we can see if the fuel is going up, we can increase the price. If the fuel is going down, we can decrease the price.
You become like a taxi association.
Yeah, but the Meter Taxi Association that own that app, the app will be similar to the ones that are here, the ones that people are knowing. But ours is gonna be charging the amount that is relevant
Oh, so the difference
for
is
profit of the
going.
business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just basically going back. You are basically going back to basics.
Yeah.
But then now you are modernizing it by introducing an app.
Yeah.
That will allow people to call a meter taxi
Yeah, to request me that taxi through app.
through app.
Yeah.
Right. So, but the only difference with this is the pricing. It's not the app itself. It's not that you got clients, he doesn't get clients, you get clients or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the pricing.
It's the price.
Hence, we are having these guys muna o request a bolt motho a botsa gore bona nna ke tšee discount
Yeah.
goba a o botsa gore bošego nna a ke tšee less than 50 rand.
Yeah. So we
So-
are avoiding that.
So there will be standard basic price. You
Yeah.
will be knowing tomorrow you won't be coming back
Yeah.
and then the price is up or the price is low or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
It will only
Be the same price.
The
Whether
same price.
when you request there and you call Maropeng and Maropeng is not available, you know I can just go to their web to their app and request anyone within the vicinity.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna come and charge me the same amount that I was preferring Maropeng to do the service for. Yeah. Without
Okay.
even complications.
yeah, so I know re- if ke nametse ka Monday le ge ke tlo namela ka Friday it's the same
The
price.
same price. Unless if Rena Reduci Fase reliver Simtan, then we decide or let's make a Wednesday a special
Okay.
and make it 50% for Wednesday. Maybe it's not a busy day, or let's make it Monday or let's make it month end. It will be us. Because now those ones they were striking to our MEC, but they joined this board by themselves.
Voluntarily. Yeah, you
and
joined
accepted the
voluntarily.
terms and conditions there.
Yeah.
But we see them blocking roads.
Yes.
And to us, we're like, we are not going to entertain these things. If our members have the problem, they will strike to the office and talk to the chairperson will talk to the IT will do something.
Yeah.
And then we
and
have
you'll be
business.
able you will be able to have an opportunity to approach government and negotiate with them because you have structured yourself
Yeah.
in like a union type of a situation.
Yeah, when it grows and start having more influence in the city, and so it will be easy for us to work with anyone, maybe the police, all the stakeholders, the joint operations, and everyone, so that they know, okay, these drivers, there was this attempted this crime and this and this. Do you know this registration? Then our office will say, okay, let's call this driver in and let's discipline the driver with immediate effect.
Okay.
The drivers will not gonna run away because they stole your phone, then go to do Bolt in Northwest.
Yeah.
And steal in Northwest to go do the Bolt in Cape Town. We're not going to do this. One is gonna be a local app.
Yeah.
Zanin, Polokwane, Makado, and so. But each and every association that will join that app will control that side of their
But there will
district.
be a headquarters, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously so.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
man. So let's talk about you having two surnames. What's the situation there? What's happening?
Oh yeah, the interesting part of the surnames. Okay, yeah. Maropeng Jackson Shokane. Shokane is my father's surname, and then Malaji is my biological father's surname. So for me to start using both surnames after when I grew up with many challenges,
Sure.
spiritually, personally, and so, and then to know that you belong to a certain clan of a tribe, and but you grow up in a certain tribe as well, then it becomes the challenges as one. Ke no di shumisha di two for now until one day ke tla ngwala the ones that is
The right one.
the right one. Se le gore ke sona se santse ke se shumishe go fitlhela ke ya mabiteng.
Okay. So what are some of these challenges that you talk about that comes with a foreign surname or belonging to a particular clan or tribe that is not your own? What are some of typical example of challenges that you have encountered because of carrying a surname that does not belong to you?
Yeah. Tše dingwe tše wa bona Jackram se ke tlhalose so ka Sepedi. Tše dingwe di bereka spiritually, so a kere maybe yankare maybe ke le ngaka. For example, I can remember go check a stepfather with love and support and everything. Mara for the factory ngaka, my father who atabang go di just ngaka maybe for instance. And then but the grandfather, honoring up the grandfather as a papa and if maybe or my grandmother or my great grandmother from the
your bloodline,
from the biological line.
Yes.
Okay, bona bana problem ele gore your father sala o chabela go ba o deny ko spetela or radira. For one they want to take what belongs to them. And then all ngaka ka mo mtseng o re ke bazalwane because when you were stepson o tlo ba jwa. You were difficult for you what o sha kere ke ba rapela ba re ke ma demoni, they will treat you until you karwa gafa just because you believe go ntse bona ba sa believing mara ba lebetse gore you are not their biological son or child, yeah.
Okay.
So good challenges in children ka khumana batho ba bantši mo South Africa ba beng ka ga yona ga ni jwatše ya gore they are going through what they call their demons, which is the spirit of their biological father. Ba bangwe yeah, they are adopted children ba gotše, but batswadi ba bona sanga ba botša nnete gore who are you, and then should you encounter the problems more life spiritually or personally o tsebe gore is because you belong to these people, whether ba go bodisitše ka lerato gore jwang. So ke nagana batswadi ba rena ba nako ngwe ba tshoga gore botša just because ba re godisitše ka lerato ba ka nagana gore e ka re heta taba ela or ba ka nagana ka mokgwa mongwe.
Okay, so the relation is not really directly about having a relationship with your father all the time, right? It's about the bloodline, the people from your father's side.
Yeah.
Claiming what belongs to them.
Not
whether
your father.
You have a relationship with your father, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. And I agree, maybe your father, even if he's dead or he's still alive, if you go to your biological father no or ke tshwenya ke mogekolo wa ka mo and if your papa go sa phela so o tlo gana gore mogekolo o tshwenye just because ena sanga o support or just because ena ba se sure ngwana gage. It's got nothing to do with that person who left you. It's got nothing to do with that person. That person o gana ba la tlile a o gana it's got nothing. Lingelo ila gago e ka sebe your own father.
So was this one of your ideas that one day you're gonna change your surname, or it came about you experiencing those challenges and you consulting and trying to find out who you are, and the issue of the surname came up that remember you belong to a certain family?
Yeah. It
was not you saying, no, I want my father, I want to take my father's surname, or what. Yeah.
Remember le nna ebele ka motho ke takwata gore mona asanga wa ndrela selo or asanga salwa ngana or salwa nchabela ka kae or salwa pusha mawara senna ngwana le nna nka kwata kere
sure
and nka se re thumura ka no re kenya go ba ga mamma. This thing is take effort. You have to grow up spiritually. You like when it happens to me now, I'm over 30. It didn't happen to me when I was 16, but now because I know what is wrong and right, that is now starting to happen. That is now starting or when the challenges jabo pelo. Whether your parents will say yes or no, it's up to you as an individual what is right for you.
At a time when you realize that you have these challenges, what did you do? What was your first step?
A ke re nna be le re batho ba go tsana dikereke go kereking ba ka no go swantšhetša mara ba le ge ba ka se go fe yona ka moka. Psychology ya motho ya bereka. They will just give you a hint, and then that hint will direct you or o mang o nyakang. So go na le challenges tše dingwe mo life go mana le gore this person o smart, o intelligent, o dira lo tše di direge, mara why as I be successful, why as I hit the breakthrough. What you're saying for this particular person gore a fitlhelele their own breakthrough, because there's something that is blocking you. Because how can you be happy in life, you forget who you praise. re fela re bone batho ba bantši motho a e ba happy wa itebala motho o kgona go tshwara tšhelete a rafu a lebalele ba gabo a ya ija e fetse mara mo life ile kgona boela gae. It's because once they give you the breakthrough before you know them. It's the same as batata ba e tšea gore to ba tsebe re ke bona bo mang ba tswa kae then o tlo nyaka tseba rena mara why ke be ke tshwere lotho ka timetša ticket ke be ko claim o tlo nyaka tseba one day o tlo nyaka o ta feletša o ile le mo sanka wa if maybe e bo tsena kre ko bilong gore wena ka se go ile ko mo profiteng gore ko ngakeng gore ko kae mara o tshwere lotho e bone this number o tshwere o bontšitše le one or two people in your family ba e bone gore it's true mara ka re ga taxi o ya go claima ya timela.
So those are some of the steps that you took.
Yeah,
you went to church and they prophesied upon your life and they gave you some hints. Why don't they give you like direct hints? Is that these people?
Also, kereke is meant to build families.
Yeah.
Not to break the families.
Sure.
But the time when not more realize that are the consequences or how you're going to approach it when other batswadi ba gago and o ka fita go batswadi ba ga go re kereke e rile wa bona re nako nngwe e ba ka re kereke e lo sha batho mo se jwajo. That's why they have to give you hint, then it's up to you gore o kgone connect the dot until you understand. That's why ke re mo especially ntwe e ka no dira batho gore they are more spiritually ke ba re santse ba be dingaka di what o fapana ba lo reng their blood supposed to return back.
Your ancestors are just fighting
Yeah.
for you. They just want you back and they just want you to know where you come from,
like
who
it
you
or
are.
not.
Yeah, but I agree. When you come from a bloodline that is more and spiritual, to put it the correct way, which is when they have spiritual callings. Some are traditional healers, and sometimes they don't even want you to practice. It's just that they're saying we don't want to lose our bloodline because maybe when you might give them a great daughter
who can practice.
Or great son who can
come and practice exactly
or be somebody in life.
That is what it is. And then but sanjba ikushishe this thing and Jack Rems, I mean on this interview regarding if they are going through this same spiritual journey where they stuck in life and banyaka clarity, they can leave their comment rerun one day to respond to those their comment because it's more of a powerful tool. You know what we understand or what be successful more life and it's not about education. But today they are multimillionaires. It's because check out their bloodstream. The
bloodline, yes.
Yeah, they were all check out they belong to a certain bloodline. And that's why we are successful
rich,
more life,
wealthy,
and
successful.
When we need education, we need a university, we need this and this. More life, and they're going through depression. Sometimes it's because only in their mind. Because conscious and that conscious if is of a conclusion, you'll keep talking to your conscious until we depression
breakdown.
Because until there's something you send you did. Confused. I was already so marago khona go consult batho ba bangwe ba le ba khona go ya mola di radio ba bolela we have been given this a gift by our ancestors or solve the issue tša batho ba bangwe ba tshwanang le bona. They have to ba ba ko rena mara bophelo wa bo stakile.
So but then now when you look at your life, do you feel that you were supposed to be somewhere you're not supposed to be where you are today?
Yeah, man.
Because of this very same reason.
You know, Jake, I know, man. I'm rich, man. Asanga ka lora small. No, asanga man.
Yeah.
Like like look at most of the people they look at me like "Okare ke na le saka, man."
Sure.
And which is also killing me. But for no hey mara Jackson na le saka. Maropeng na le chele.
Why do you think that is?
Like na yeah, it's because I carry there were certain things you na sanje ke di dire. Ke kgono lokisha di surnames tse pedi tseki. Ke humane surname ya ka ya nnete. Le nna ke kgono go ba sharp le nna.
So what are some of the things that you successfully achieved and you felt like you have arrived, but you later lost and you did not understand how did I lose this thing? With the intelligence that I have, with the dedication and the understanding of the industry or my own plans. Some of the things that you lost and you thought more wana ke fitile mo but jano nyamalala or things started happening.
So Jackrams in the journey, in the brand, if you go online and usually or check Easy Cap, it's top rated, it's number 1 on Google for many years, since 2011.
Sure.
It's been on the first page. Mara, I'm going to watch even today, a contract. But I'm still sustaining the business because of the intelligence, because of the dedication and the determination on the business. Mara, the business is still going fine. I can still afford bread and milk. Mara, asanga kumana, even a contract of 3 months, a paying contract.
Sure.
If I get contract, it's either a trade exchange of a contract. So where did I went wrong? Where did I go wrong? For many years, until today, Asanga got a contract. Only about registering their businesses. Mine is registered in 2011, today is 2022.
Sure.
Asanga got not even a tender. But the department of the quotation, Jawana quotation, quotation, and never we will never know Lukisha 1, 2, 3, Kiluki, Shiki Romele, but even today, Sanga Krea a contract that gave me more than 100,000. So
you're saying or someone can register a business today and then tomorrow they get business?
Yeah, most of the people who are successful if you check the business they register overnight and they got jobs.
So you think because of the life that you live and the person that you are and the identity that you carry could be some of the one of the contributing factors? You don't want to blame it on corruption, nepotism, and other people.
I want to be part of that corruption. How did those ones be part of corruption? Corruption. Where not have corruption? If you
why is the corruption call is not coming to you?
Why the corruption call is not coming? That's why I can't blame it on corruption. I blame it on myself, my spiritual thing, because we have all the documents required to do business.
And you meet the standard requirement
and the
you
experience.
Qualify and
now
the experience.
I'm telling you that my business is over 10 years in experience. Where not it's because there's something, Jack, that I still have to fix more life. And which is true. And what I'm saying is, when I'm following my teacher, and one mistake, then they were fired and they'll never be hired again. What happened in their life? Why are they there? Then they continue with their gene. That is what it is. And that is what it is. Because if you anyway, to be honest, our 4th generation is where the problem started. So Mara, some of us we can still trace back our generation where we come from, our forefathers and so and so. So some I mean this thing started not long ago, because since Mavuru Aitamo South Africa is about maybe let's say 150 years back. So everyone who's had a chance but it's lucky for those who are they are not being bothered. Like for more, they were given another different philosophy or different gift. They are special. They are the chosen ones. They will never be inheritable. Those ones, they must return.
Are you preparing to get married anytime soon? And do you feel like this situation, it's the one that do you feel like this situation might be the one that is contributing in like stopping you from proceeding with your life in terms of your love life
Yeah.
as a man with kids who wants to get married and settle down?
What's also like about a belief, ya gore, the person that I'm going to marry, ojola, kagaraga sinimilo lo jabona di shapo. So I just had that idea, you know, your soulmate or whoever you're gonna marry. Family gabo bo mare bo papa ge ba ragolwa ke batho ba le ba sa swere everything all together. And which is batagana ka yena gore ke monyela until le nna ke lokisha jaaka. Because if ke monyela ra re ko molokela ka gare ga problem ya gore re timela le yena if ke go timela.
Sure.
So that's why I wish one day kanyala mara I'm sure or that time if it kanyala motho na le yena we are on the same page or we are meant to be together and successful.
So this thing of a surname it's really hectic, eh?
Yeah, more especially more rena batho ba bantsho more rena batho ba bantsho this thing ke mathata and
Especially men.
re find out ge somebody is not thokofala go bontsha gore this is a issue o swanetse o dire ke mamang dipampiri wa botsa rape wena swena wa kamoki o swanetse o dire eng o khumana batho ba phasa badimo ba bitse bana ba bona ka maina wena ba o bitse just because your parents are sanga ba botsa ba sa phela wena swena wa ga mamma o khumana o tlo go sha bothoko le motho ka ba phasa badimo wena ba o bitse o tlo feel jwa mo bona. So ke nana re batho ba santse ba re deal ka this problem re khona go fumana our salvation le rena re khona go ba the part of the corruption.
Yeah, but then you are a church guy, you go to church, right?
Yeah.
But you also believe in ancestors.
Yes.
How are you able to match the two so that they can work hand in hand?
Ana kereke ke tsena ke kereke ya semoya.
Sure.
Semoya se sona le it's nyeklo swana bongaka mara it's more than bongaka cause bongaka o chola pele di taola o consulta me or motho a thoma go chela ka moya wa gage before wena o ka bona ditaba tša gae nna ke tsanang kereke they just have to look your face and then your ancestors ba re botša ngwana rena 1 2 3 ke nna ke tsanang kereke so I not different between the
Gona le dingaka tša go bona ka mafatla kere they don't have to really like
so
ba cholle ditaola and stuff like that. Yeah.
So na ke tsenang a se kereke ya bongaka mara nna ke kereke ya moya.
Yeah.
Ke ile re ba no bona
Is it like a Christian church? So they do not have a problem with you practicing your tradition and culture and performing your rituals.
Mo lefeng o ka tswa ka kereke ngwa wa lokisha lo tša gago mo lo di lokishitše wa boya ra go ke lokishitše mara ke nyaka go ba ka mo ra kerekene ke nyaka go tsamaya ke lokishitše lo tša ka mara ke nyaka ba gana ka mo kereke a ena bothata
because le sedi la gago le krile ka gana mo kereke
gana ka mo kereke ke bona gale ba ntse ba re monna lokisha 1 2 so o fetša go lokisha wa boya ra bele ke feditše go lokishitše
ene bona a gona ka mokgwa ba ka o thušang ka gona gore ba o lokishitše
bona se tše ba di dia
but they acknowledge the fact that there is a certain way they are supposed to be done away from our own practices as a church.
Ya lokishelo tša go taboya le go ka ya kwa wa fitha wa kereke ke tsenang go batho ba bantši ba ile ba lokishela tša bo bona ba fetša ba apara dikala tša bongaka le eng ba fetša ba nyoko boya ba itsena a sanga ba baraka ba no re ele file buile tšolang dikala jale na cause ka mara shumshi dikala-kala tše ke dilo tše a re to di šomiše ba di tšola ba ba amogela morago ba bile ba thušala batho ba fola
right, but like when you look at your life, man, and how do you feel about the kind of pain and suffering and struggles you went through?
That's why able to good heading because you have to be punished because personally I'm more fasting. It's a really spiritual. I love my father and Kodihichi. Okay, with everything that I have. Mara, if we want to be convinced, or there is something that we have to do different from the love that you have for your stepfather or a step family. Kam kana ga bona le ba ba godisitseng ba ba thekgang ba family go toga bonyaneng maybe ontswara o ka se no tswa easy wa believe whatever the people are telling you. You have to go through a lot. You have to, like, I went through a lot. I've been ka tshwarwa mapodisa ba tšea dikoloi ba re ke di utswitše. There's so much that I went through, so much, which is
But
breaking the
did you-
heart. Yeah,
What
like
happened
there's so
when-
much,
when
there's
did
so
the-
much.
When they say you stole the car, what was happening with the car?
No, the car, I bought the shell from someone because I
Okay.
had another car. But I thought that shell was better than the car that I was driving. Then I wanted to put the engine into that shell. When that shell was moving, then I take it to police station, go shell, go VCC. But then they're like, no, this one is arrested. You've stole this car. Then I
Yeah.
have to find the owner of that car, the way I bought the car. And the other owner and the other owner, the people who own that car for more than 20 years or more.
And they were
then-
never arrested. They were
no,
never stopped.
because the car crew, we took it there. It's not like they got it on the
road.
On the road, yeah, we took it there for the papers.
For the
and we have
papers.
the papers of that car. Then they destroyed the papers. They say, no, the car is stolen.
But were they supposed to destroy the papers, or were they supposed to assist you to?
They were supposed to assist me with the new V number, and because the car it was stolen, maybe they say 2 or 3 times, and so on. So whatever the police are saying, the car since was stolen in 1990, before even Mandela was coming out.
So it was stolen, sold to someone, and that person sold it to someone
And
else.
then it was stolen again.
It was stolen again.
Yeah.
From the second person.
Yeah.
And then sold to the
Yeah, because-
third person.
Yeah, because that car was old. It was 1975 model, 1985 model.
Sure.
It was old car. So whatever history that car went through. But that is one of the things that they were supposed to happen for me to realize, or there's something more life in Sanjigidiri. Yeah, so much and very painful ones until Tori Bulea. Until Tori Bulea out from our one. Now is the time. Whether like there's so much happened. Very painful. Like yes, there's so much happened. So much. Whatever.
So, what are you trying to achieve with the? What are you trying to achieve with the Dula Fasi TV? What is the story there? What's happening?
Okay. I go first. Now, normally, I put myself there. I don't wait to be put there. If maybe the exposure is about a newspaper, I'll write an article about myself and post it myself. And that article will look similar as the ones on the newspaper and publish it through social media.
Sure.
If I want to appear on TV, then I'll create a TV and put myself in that TV. And I'm satisfied.
Sure.
Because it's difficult for other big businesses to push your own business.
Yeah.
Because they are also in the business.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do it for the pleasure of saying I want to be there, so I must put myself in the TV.
Sure.
So also kadula fase kenya go pusha le baswa ba bangwe because I'm also a business mentor. Mentorly ba bangwe in this business, ba bangwe different business ba tsamaile. Yeah, and then kenya ka go re le bona ke ba fe that exposure. They must just tell us about their business, re ba direle video and ad just like that, then re ba publish so that ntole no ba fa fela courage. Yeah, for as long as ke ke le ko mom's radio, maybe there is a potential about me. Ke le be ko mom so mo athile le na ka re le na ka nya ka te mo radio nya le go ba go bone ko dula fast TV le mo tare mo na ka bone ko TV o appear o le sharp ko TV, so o ka khona go direla this and this or o ka khona go tamu and so.
So as a business mentor, man, there is this idea that a business mentor also needs to be successful. What is your theory and understanding about that? Because the other time I was talking to Mopedi on the very same platform, and he was like, a mentor is a mentor, and it is like a teacher is a teacher.
Yeah.
And that's what you're supposed to be, and that's who you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but Joe, you are producing millionaires, and you are encouraging and motivating people, and you are giving them information and tools, but you are starving. You look like yeah. What is your theory around that? What do you understand?
Yeah, through mentoring, if someone is coming to you, Jack Rams, how did you do it? Whether you tell that person or not, that person, if another passion to do it, is gonna do it. But it's gonna take him time, because I saw more of an idea of how you did it. You did it. So mentoring is like giving someone light. It's a shortcut. I can't let people go through what I went through, the business, how I started the business with the back car, working for someone, and so and so and so and so. It's a long journey for me, which is a book that I write for someone to read, to make a shortcut. So mentoring is same as onwadi de buga. Okay, this is how poor dad and rich dad live. So I want to be the rich dad. It's a shortcut because you already know the journey. Yeah.
But the shortcut doesn't mean that you are not going to have your own challenges.
Yeah, you're still gonna have your own challenges, but you're not going to go through what other people went through. Especially somebody, if he likes what you do, they're like, I already have this. I now I can try to do TV. So gonna shorter fella this and that, and then that's all. That's how you mentor them. Whether they're going to make millions, also create a corporate business to put on their TV, is their lucky. So you can't.
It's their luck.
It's their luck.
And then you let it go.
You let it go.
And
you are
get,
coming. You get what is yours.
You get joy from them being successful.
Yeah.
Knowing that you assisted.
Sometimes tomorrow they can even come back if they don't forget easily to say, I can give this particular person a chance to come and work with me to achieve this. That's how we do. Mentors become a part of the network in your business.
Sure.
The mentees, man, they become they become part of the network.
I get it. So you have accepted that as your role in society and in business, that you will be mentoring young people who want to get into the business.
Yeah.
And they will have their own way of doing things, and if they become successful, then it's good.
Yeah, no, we just look at someone who's too potential, who's pushing hard, then we give them that chance. I think that is the same way you called me here.
Yeah.
See, there's Jackson who's pushing hard there. You can deserve to be here.
Sure.
Same thing that we do for other people. It's a chain. It's a chain, yeah. That's what we do.
Jackson, so the clothing brand, what's
Bimbo.
the story? Bimbo.
Oh, okay, yeah. Bimbo is my cousin. He's doing an online shopping, but at the moment, Bimbo, you order the product from him, then it can deliver to you. He's got some very nice clothes, the well-known brands that he has. Yeah, and then
Bimbo is an online shop.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
then it's a reseller of other brands.
Other brand, yeah.
Okay,
It's
sure.
reselling other brands. Yeah. No, he's pushing.
Okay.
And then I'm also managing him so he can be a more professional and so. But we're still coming with him slowly. But even now, if you call Bimbo and ask him what you have for summer,
Sure.
definitely he has something.
So here's something.
Yeah. For summer.
So we just search for Bimbo.
Bimbo Authentic Wear.
Authentic
on
Wear, yeah,
Facebook, we always post some pictures of the latest clothing that we have. We have spectacles for summer, summer hats. They're already available
Sure.
with us. And then what deliver? Once you order, what deliver?
Okay.
As long as we're not going to e-wallet address, then auto deliver.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's great, my brother.
Yeah,
And what else are you doing? What are the future plans? Future plans means anything can happen when you live here. But what is it that you have planned in terms of your business and in terms of your life in general as well?
Yeah, I know. The future plans is bigger than where we come from. Every year we have to grow. Because like every year we must grow. Every year we must grow a new branch on us. Like now, I'm pushing easy buckies.
Sure.
And then, which means the first branch is now green. It's now healthy. It's fine. The easy cap. Now we're pushing the easy buckies. From easy buckies, maybe tomorrow you'll hear us somewhere pushing something different about that. But we want to make a mark that we were once there in the lifetime. We were once there. Our name must remain with who achieved more in life. In the Hall of Fame, we must be there.
So you are basically like pathfinders and pioneers of this business.
Yeah, so the business is not going to be one. You remember, as an entrepreneur, I create business, then I make it succeed, then I pass to another one, which means there will be people working on that business, which
You
is
make
the
money
branches.
while sleeping.
Yeah, until
That's
we
the
get
idea.
there. Until we get there.
So are
until
you
we
not
get
looking
there.
into getting into trucks, logistics, and like
Yeah, the idea
long
is that
trip and mining and stuff like that?
with Easy Bakis, that's where we're going.
Okay.
From there, we're going to look for bigger projects, very big projects. Because Bakis is in a logistic.
Yeah, sure.
So we're going big.
Okay.
Already we have customers that are big, and maybe it's gonna give us a boost in the next 3 years or so or less. Then we'll see how far it takes. But we're going big.
Yeah.
Then maybe after that, one day we come back to easy cab, or we can do the easy fly, where we can have our private jet here in Polokwane to Johannesburg. But time will tell. But everything is possible.
Yeah.
Or easy construct, where we can just do the construction, and then the big project that I'm looking for after Easy Back is we're going to have a VIP protection.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll be doing the VIP protection. If you're on Alemo, we'll have our own seat classes. We'll have our own bodyguards who are well trained, and we're gonna protect the artist, the upcoming artist, and we're gonna be cheaper. For motho tshwanang le Jekrem sa nyoko ya DJ ya kae mara nyoko tsena ka style re mo protectile, will be there, and re taba affordable for lena a tshwane le bo mamang until a fitha a tshwana le bo mamang. So I will be coming there because nna re nyoko tso sheba batho ba bang ko fase, a re nyako go ya go godimo re tlogela batho ko fase because go godimo is an altitude. So once we reach out, because we left the air down there. So we want to remain down, pick up a more. Yeah. If you are on a limamang, for example, on a sheves, unyaka protection, you because of marata, remote protected, sheve, then remushe ali safe. And for less. And I can see class and I can protection and so. That is the project that is coming next year.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's great stuff, my brother.
Yeah.
Jackson MAROPENG, thank you, man, for coming through. I really appreciate your time, man. And you're doing great in the city of Polokwane, offering people like great transport services, easy cab. So I think you can just leave your contact and your website and your social media so that people can be able to access your services, and maybe you can make some business from that.
Yeah. But we can WhatsApp ka 079 430 4844, and then that WhatsApp I use it for business and for all Bakis and Easy Cap, and then that's our Easy Cap business. The primary business are Easy Cap shuttle service, reach out to airport, Ravesha hoteling, or from home to airport, which is a door-to-door transfer, and we are strictly private transfer. We don't go around picking up people, mixing the people up. We only pick up 1 or 2 people who are booked with us, and then and then go Facebook Easy Cap, but I humana once to type Easy Cap 3 words it appear, and then personally handle like MAROPENG Jackson Malachi Shokane, and then Instagram MAROPENG Jackson, and then tech name MAROPENG Jackson no Polokwane.
So when you change your surname, finally you're gonna end up with which surname?
Malach.
You're gonna end up with Malach.
Yeah, no, we are in that process. Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share.